I just fucking refuse to fall into the status quo, man. I can't do it, man. We live in a day and age where we all sense something's going down, right? We fucking know. We're not dummies. So we sense something's up. If you don't, sorry, you're probably paying too much attention to the fucking the plug-in that you're plugged into. And so I stopped watching TV about 2 years ago, and immediately noticed that all of a sudden I was offending people. I was like, what do you mean offending people? What, because I'm talking? So whatever the source is you plug into, like I'm plugging into this one. I plug into the fucking online all the time, mostly just to feed my narcissism, because a guy of my artistic ability absolutely feeds off of it. It's my vitamin. I have to have it or I crumble and die. I'm not kidding. Musicians, artists, all of us, we love the praise and the acceptance of the masses. No, I used to. That means if you break it down on a level that says, I want to do things that make other people happy, yes. If you're denying that you're probably getting more happiness out of it than them, you're lying. Because it's a gift to give. It really is. It's a gift to give. Have you noticed lately it's harder to give something away? I mean, because everything's with stipulation, right? Everything's fine print, right? Yes, right. Fine print and stipulations and motivations and entitlement and all the fucking things that go with that. I'm at a point in time in my life right now at this very fucking minute where I have to make immediate changes to my fucking infrastructure, right? One element needs another element. To equate out an element, you need to get rid of all the elements involved. This is common sense. This is war planning, fucking motivation. This is higher outlet type stuff. This is not cheap plug-in shit here. It's not. I quit being a sheep. And by sheep, I mean status quo, normal. Let's do normal things. Let's go to the movies. Let's do this. Let's do normal things. Oh, they say you're supposed to do this. And then, oh, yeah, that I heard that. That's what that is. Nope. We live in a day and age of diversion and smoke and mirrors. Our fucking financial situation as a country, as USA, smoke and mirrors. We don't own the US anymore. Other countries own us. I'm serious. They sold us off, man. We're sold. We originally had a great plan. It was the fucking Constitution of the United States of America. It said, let's keep things here. Let's fucking build this place and let's not fucking fuck up. When they vote a politician in, and I'm not talking about the president because he means nothing to anything. He doesn't. He's a fucking spokesman. He's a face. That's it. When the higher powers of whatever, the royals, the blue buds, the people who ran this country and started this country decided this. We need a fucking flock of sheep. All these people are going to want to do the same most typical thing, which is reach for success. Well, I'm sorry, success is like at the top of the hill. It's a couple glowing moments, but definitely there isn't at the bottom of the hill where there's millions of people wanting that success. There's only a few golden balls at the top of the mountain to grab as success. I'm not talking about music. I mean, you could apply it to that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the beginning, when we all came to the fact that, wow, we're a walk around plant. You water and feed it, and we just keep growing, and then and then the plant phases and dies, right? I'm getting to my point, so don't sit out there and, I mean, there's only 2 of you in here anyways. My videos get recorded live to exist forever. And so I used to get really, oh man, God, I only had 56 viewers on that last night. Or, oh geez, man, I used to have 200 viewers and now I've only got 100. I can't buy into that. If I do, I'm forced to fall into a category of what happens to people when that happens. And what I've seen is I came out at first. It was interesting enough for people to come in. I sustained a room of maybe 40 people. And I have access to probably 15, 20,000 people out here through by way of my groups, my pages, my band event pages, and people see me. I get seen, for better or worse, because there are a few people who don't understand the honesty of narcissism or the point of life that will wage war against me. They have. 30-year friends of mine have decided to come to the plate with me and say, you're not going to do this, and I'm going to make sure of it. They failed. And on top of they failed, you're welcome. Why are you welcome? Well, you're welcome because in doing so, when they chose to take the head of the snake off, me, because they knew it was coming. They already knew I had congeniality and personality and all the elements that could attract attention off of the same feed that they want to push their propaganda on, right? Both of them, Mr. Dan and Mr. Tom. We'll just call them Dan and Tom. Prospectively, 30-year friends of mine, and I'm not going to say good because I never hung out with either of those guys as my brother that I would let in at 2:30 in the morning and give a place to stay because they're cold and damp with no perspective on life and at their wits' end. I'm there. That's a brother. That's a friend. I'm not saying I'm going to come with all the answers because my life's fucked up too. But I'm going to fucking embrace you as if I was a person who cared and had no monetary fucking, motivation at you. That's what I give you as a friend who has no motivation for monetary gain. Just humanality and the human experience is all I ask for. And honesty. Deep rooted dignity on the fucking line honesty, not just fucking, oh, I did this or I did that. No. Not that at all. Yeah. What time is it? I don't even run on clock anymore. All my clocks, like my fucking phone, I swear. I looked at my phone this morning and so, hey man, I'm a fucking, let me tell you what I am. I'm a fucking vigilante. I'm a fucking go against the grain guy. You got all these people floating downriver. I'm the guy on the side fucking paddling up. Trying to get to the place they're hiding from me through smoke and mirrors and diversion. Yeah. Oh, I'm going syndicated. I know you thought, okay, that's it. Here comes Kit with some wild harebrained idea that he could be a talk show host. Well, guess what? I have dialogue, and I know how to talk about subjects, and I know how to relate to things on a very simple level. There's nobody doing that right now. Nobody is taking the complexities of the diversions and the smoke and mirrors and relaying them so a guy who dropped out in fucking the 8th grade could understand it. I am. I'm the liaison. I am the monarch. Swallow the pill. I have people in my life that I love very dearly who don't fucking put a grain of salt into what is in my head at all. I will start talking to them about something that's real, true, and researched in the diversion fucking realm, in the smoke and mirrors realm, because the smoke gets cleared as soon as you open your third eye. And once the third eye is open, it's actually pretty disturbing, man. What you'll equate to and find once you fucking just say, okay, what is this and why and why and why and why and why? You're not going to get answers by calling your congressman. Why? You get answers from guys like me, who have gotten answers from guys like me, who through generations have passed through the fucking ability to fucking not plug in. Don't plug in, man. Unfucking plug, man, and open your fucking mind. Everybody's on a program. Everybody's fucking... They talked about a few years ago how you had to be careful, like when you went to a doctor's appointment or something, because the government was going to put a chip on you and follow you around because you're that fucking important. No, you're not. Government could give two shits about you. You are just a number. You're a mass. They don't want to move you individually because they don't have enough time to do that. So they need to move you in fucking bulk to individually come to you and, oh no, they're going to see me in my computer and I don't go on social media. It's so intrusive. Really? They're more interested in you now. Why? Because you didn't go on social media and you must have something to hide. Listen, man, whatever you think you're doing to protect yourself, you're not. It's the opposite. So 2 years ago, I quit watching TV. Mostly because I was so occupied by some of the elements I was introducing into my life, I didn't have time to sit there and watch TV. I was on a mission. And the mission was to make me happy, so I put a bullet in my head. Because the life they fucking lay out for you, the norm, the fucking the status quo, the thing that make your family happy and your sisters proud and your dads and moms fucking praising with false pride. What a fucking existence, right? Listen, it's laid out, man. Go to school. If you're so fortunate to be one of the ones that gets college, go to college. Luckily, we have a few people in government that have these things called grants. So if you've been born upon a couple drug addicts who didn't have no fucking sense of putting any money away for your college fees, which is bullshit too, man. You're just going to go to a college where they're going to teach you the status quo of how to exist in this fucking existence that someone else has laid out for you, not you. And it wasn't laid out for your best existence either. It was laid out for a series of people's existence to continue on without any disruption by way of diversions and smoke and mirrors. When you unplug from the status quo, meaning TV, news, all these things, you'll find that your mind just gets free and you're able to do creative things like make guitars. Open your mind to actual possibilities. See things you've never seen before because now you've unplugged and now you're seeing the things they didn't want you to see. Originally, I was going to do a radio station and I was all You know, I see things for what they are. One is our music scene that I've been in for 35 fucking years in this town. It's pathetic. It's not the music. It's not the venues. It's not the whole existence, because I think back, when was it good? When was it fucking good? And it was good at times. It was dangerous and it was crazy, but it was good. You know why it was good? They hadn't quite hooked the wires together yet. They hadn't quite plugged this system in. We're plugged in. The minute they put that fucking cell tower in your fucking neighborhood, you got plugged in. On an individual level, they don't give a shit who the fuck you are. You're just a fucking sheep, right? The only way to make shit happen in their direction is to move the whole herd in the direction they need. This lines the pockets and makes happy lives for just a very few compared to the ones that it dismays. I live in a town called Portland, Oregon. I'm within 15 minutes of where I grew up as a little child, you know, and I wouldn't fucking trade that opening to life for nothing. Because there's one thing it wasn't, and that was plugged in. It was not fucking plugged in. And so I still mingle with people that are from that existence of mine, that planet I was on called Bridalville. And every day it's like more will be revealed at what my purpose is in life. And this is it. And this is boring, man. I'd rather play guitar, shred up the bass, think I'm going on tour, gonna cut a new album, man. That's shit that makes me happy. And there's nothing wrong with doing shit that makes you happy, as long as the premise is real. Don't get your head too far on what you're doing and realize what you have to do to get there. God, the internet's a double-edged sword. It fucked music. It took music out at the fucking knees as far as musicians and participants in the big picture of being a national known artist or personality or whatever that case may be. So every day I get more revealed about what my purpose is. Maybe it's a self-proclaimed purpose. Maybe the voice in my head is me. Maybe I'm God. We could all say that, right? I think I'm God. One day you'll go, holy shit, I'm God. No. I've been given the title the Monarch, and I'll tell you, it was, I think the implement of hierarchy in my head or wherever it's at started this plan for me about 10 years ago when I was at my wit's end. I think there are times where I think I'm in a matrix, man. Everything just seems to go the way I want it to go. I'm able to manipulate, stir, push, twist, contort to be right here in front of you right now in a happy existence with coffee, cigarettes, weed, whatever I need to make my day go through, right? If I want to sell guitars because I'm an artist and I feel my stuff belongs out there, I have to plug in. If I want to be able to exist with a roof over my head and I want to stay warm, I have to plug in. It's okay to plug in. You have to. There's no other way, man. You're going to have to plug in, but you got to first unplug, understand the perspective of plugging in, then plug in. And never lose sight of what it's like to unplug. And do unplug, please. Turn this off one day. Just shut the fucker off. There is nothing that you can do in life that phone you need to know about. In the worst case scenario is your kid's in a car accident and you can't get to it. It's the biggest worry ever. You want to know what our biggest worry in life is? Unless you're single and never had kids. It's that you outlive your kids. No one No one should ever endure that. I'm serious. I mean, it hurts me just to tell it. Smoke eludes tears. Smoke and mirrors, right? What the fuck we're doing here, I have no fucking clue. All I know is this. I'm going to find out. How? I'm going to unplug long enough during the day to absorb what's given to me by whatever way of higher power, gods, aliens, whatever it is. I fucking welcome it. Because the existence they've laid out to me is being played out. In other words, a long time ago in the 50s, when they discovered maybe, all right, so they're having a great time, they're bebopping around the cafe and they're roller skating and they're having a good time, they're safe now. But once we started creating geniuses and people who could unplug and understand what the hierarchy was, but yet on the other hand they had compassion and love and concern for their fellow humans, those few are dangerous. Those are the ones that can say, hey, my computer's being altered now because I'm a threat. Why am I a threat? Because you might just take a little bit of legitimacy about what I'm saying because I talk on common sense levels for the simplest to understand. And out of all my friends, and I've got a ton of friends on a digital level who love me, and I love them. It's a digital level. It's on a digital level. And I got my friends and family who are on that digital level, but coerce in my life a little bit more directly and closer. I blocked my own family from my processes because they were like, are you okay? What's going on with you? You just predict you're about to shoot yourself in the head. Are you okay? I go, yeah, I'm fine, and I always will. And I'll never fucking cop out that way. I got kids. Fucking goddamn. Hello? Google. So I get these calls, because I'm a business. But I didn't plug in by way of this. Let me tell you something about the Constitution of the United States of America. Let me tell you a little bit about something that you might not know about, but you can take to the fucking bank right now. The Constitution of the United States of America was put together by guys like me who weren't geared and twisted to the point of saying, I want to control these people. I want to be that guy. I belong there. I'm the president. I'm God. I'm fucking your supervisor. I'm your fucking boss. There were some people that were just dishonest about their motivations. Their motivation was to have a simple life by way of fucking yours. Hello, Timothy. How are you, buddy? You're driving a forklift? That's fucking awesome. 23 bucks an hour? That's fucking way killer. Timmy, you out of anybody, man, in the past that I worked with, man. Timmy is he's a Filipino. Coolest, good kid, man. Good kid. And I worked in a cabinet shop with him for about 4.5 years, and we went on adventures, me and him. We went all over the fucking place. And anytime they send me out somewhere, they said, who do you want to go with you, man? It was Timmy. Timmy was a real kid, man. Yeah, he liked girls, and he was just normal 20-something-year-old kid, man, right? He liked me. He hung out. We hung out. We did a lot of crazy shit. We fucking cycled people, though, man, because part of our job was to load. I applied for a job that said driver. At that time, I was too busy taking care of the dismay of my fucking life to fucking think about the things I think about now. My head was clogged on. Let's pay bills. Let's get this done. Let's make this person happy. Let's make the kids happy. My kids are all done, man. It's just me now. So everything I do is at the risk of my penalties, not anybody else's. Me and Timmy put some miles on, man. And so they would hire people to do this fucking job. Anyways, driving meant. No. This wasn't all you fucking did, man. Timmy knows too, man. Me and Timmy, I remember one time I looked at Timmy and he's like, and I go, "You okay, man?" He goes, "Yeah." We had fucking brought 2 trucks up to, what was it? Somewhere in Seattle. 2 truckloads of cabinets in a building that was being built. What that means to you as a cabinet builder, and so we're talking an office building that's 4 stories high, and it's going to be packed cubicles with office furniture and big heavy desks and everything. So me and Timmy and a new employee, I won't mention his fucking name. I think he's a friend of mine on Facebook or whatever. Me and Timmy show up to the place. It's 3 of us. Here's the problem: no elevator, so you get to go by way of fire escape, which is this. 4 stories. So we decide, all right, you're a new guy. What we need you to do is pull shit out to the back. As one of us gets tired, whoever that may be, the other one can take you fill the spot. The other one gets to get up, pushing stuff out the back of the truck, getting it ready for the people to take up the stairs. Hey, listen, in the beginning, your legs are burning and you're fucking, hey, I'm rock solid. 51 years old, I'll tear your ass up. I'm built like an 18-year-old. And I fight like one too. And so I ain't afraid of work is my point here, man. I've served plenty of years where I was fucking doing the status quo. I'm done with that. I'm not going to tear down any more of what I got, because what I got and what health I got and existence I got, there's a higher purpose for what I'm doing here. And I can take it on the road. I don't give a shit. Anyways, so we'd be there, and me and Timmy understand this philosophy. We know what endorphins are, we know what dopamines are, and we know how to kick them in, and we enjoy them. We like them. In other words, it's a drug inside your body that you can engage by pushing it to its maximum. Me and Timmy did it all the time. And so the problem is there's resentment too. In other words, I'm making a piddly fucking $11.50 or $12 an hour. Timmy's making pretty much the same. This fuck goes on at that price. He doesn't even know it's coming, because we're still at this fresh place, you know. So I think either me and Timmy, me because I'm an old man, Timmy because, well, he's had some, you know, he had a couple operations on his head where they removed a cyst on the back of his head. And so he's got a couple medical issues due to it. Nothing, he's a normal kid, nothing wrong with him. His equations are the same as mine and yours. But I was concerned about him, so I think I said, you get up on the truck and let me get this guy plugged in. I can be a resentful bastard too. So when someone starts bitching about the fucking 4 flights of stairs we're walking with 100-pound items together, you just inflicted more shit on the guy who's already dealing with it. You don't have to tell him what you're going through. I've been guilty of this too. Not smart enough to think through it and say, God, I'm putting the other guy who ain't bitching about this through some shit. We fucking hated the guy. I ended up going, are you better, Timmy? Timmy was better, and we just told the guy, look, stay in the back of the truck, push this shit back. You don't understand dopamines or endorphins. Meaning that if you fucking push through those few fucking times where you're like, I'm going to die here, whoever created us decided that whether we're pushing fucking stones up to the top of a pyramid or we're fucking moving mountains, the human fucking character and the human drive is there. Put some faith in it, because that's deeper than anything anybody will ever fucking tell you. My point is this: Timmy's one hard-working motherfucker and is worth anything somebody wants to pay him. He shows up every fucking day in light of what he knows is coming. As funny. So I meet Timmy, you know, and I get this job, and I'm on probation for a cocaine violation. A little 10 cents of cocaine and a felony remains on my record for the rest of my life. Meanwhile, the judge that gave it to me has probably got a pound in his fucking drawer. That's what I mean about unfairness and fucking reality. You're never going to get it in this planet. All you can do is cling on to people like me and somebody else who's fucking unplugged and said, hey, guess what? We're still here. This doesn't have to be your interaction. I love the internet for a couple things. You never really heard the word brother used in terms of my fellow human being. You only heard brother as in family or as in a close friend of the family. But it was using terminology that you better not use it just, here, let me fling that fucking word out, my brother. Watch out for that word when someone goes, my brother. You dictate whether that's true or not. Don't allow that on you unless you're willing to fucking sit the guy down and go, let's talk about what brother means. Because I've had some bad days tied to some brothers who have didn't give two shits about what my day looked like in the end. They got their agenda, right? I'm just an old West gunslinger is what I am. That's what I want you to look at me like. I'm coming up from the past to tell you we've been here before, man. There's proof of it. Look at it. This is no new game, man. Technology has been here and beyond before. Open your eyes. If you got to go do recreational fucking drugs, stretch your fucking self out. Don't eat, don't drink, fucking abuse yourself to the point to where the third eye goes, and all of a sudden you're seeing things, and the people around you are fucking sweeping them off the table as psychosis. Carry on with your path. Don't believe what people say isn't true. The fact that we exist and we walk around on this planet is pretty fucking strange, right? And never, ever in our small little minds think that that's all we got and that we can't expand our horizons up here. I'm Kip Bohannon. This is MUDD Radio. Tune in. Follow me. I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. And I'm going to blow up.